Hello everyone, it's Natasha from Washi Tape. Treasure Books. The reason why I say washi tape is because in this video I'll be sharing with you 10 ways that you can use washi tape in your projects. Most of the washi tape that I've used in this video comes from the Washi Tape shop. I will leave the links down below in the description box and you can use Treasure 10 to get 10% off. But let me just say that most of these ideas you can use just scrapbook paper. So if you don't have washi tape and you're not inclined to go and buy washi tape, then most definitely you can still use these ideas with just scrapbook paper, apart from maybe idea number 1, for which you do need washi tape. Either way, I hope you get lots of inspiration from this video. Let's begin. Okay, idea number 1 is washi tape charms. So there's 2 different types I made. Let me show you. Look at how cute these are. So basically I've just cut out some tag shapes and wound washi tapes around them. And I've added an eyelet, some type of a chain, and a claw clasp, I think it's called. I'm not sure what it's called. This is actually some type of a fishing gear here. So the idea of these is to have them hanging on your journal, and I'll show you how I would use them. And then there's all this washi tape that you can unwind and use in your journaling, planning, etc. And the more beautiful the washi tape, of course, the more beautiful the end result. You can see here on these ones I've used the wide washi tape. This one here I use 2 different types of the more narrow, the more standard size washi tape. And the way that I would use these is, let's say you have a journal like this and you have some type of a tassel hanging on the spine, and lots of us love adding these little tassels on the spine. And then I would choose one that goes with the journal. I'll just go with this one, and I just simply hang it onto my tassel just like that, and it becomes part of my tassel, and I have that washi tape to use. And once I use up all of that washi tape, I can, keep adding more washi tape or different type of washi tape or whatever. And I made all different ones. You can see some I used. This is Tim Holtz clasp. Some, have the silver chain. Some have the gold. Whatever I have on hand. I even used some of these. I'm not sure what they are all called. But something to help you hang the washi tape charm onto your journal. Now these ones here, they are still, I would call them washi tape charm, I guess. Like a little mini type of a tag sort of a thing. And the idea is for them to be decorative element on a journal. And basically I used my washi tapes and I stuck it on a little bit of cardstock and laminated them, and then just added the eyelet up the top and some of these bulb pins, and I'll show you how I would use these in a journal. So let's say this is my journal here and I have this type of a closure. They can go inside journals, inside pockets and all that sort of thing, but this was my vision for these little guys. Just like this, I would hang it onto my closure, just like that, as a decorative element. You don't have to, I happen to have this type of a washi tape. You can use any image for this sort of thing, but because we're doing washi tape, I used my washi tape. And this one here is double-sided too. The washi tape isn't double-sided, but I put one image on one side and another image on the other side, and I laminated it, and I have a little charm. Moving along, idea number 2 is backing page for writing, and I'll show you what I mean, and then I'll tell you how I made it. So when we make our journals, we have all of this ephemera and things glued down and things that might get in the way of writing. I am very aware of this when I'm making my journal, so I try to keep the embellishments to a minimum, embellishments that will get in the way of writing. However, one way that you can still embellish your journal and still be able to write is by using a backing board or a backing page. So, for example, this one is a little bit too big for this journal, but if I place this under my page, like so, see how I have some embellishments here? If I place this under my page and right on top, nothing gets in the way of writing. I made this one here specifically for this journal that I'm working on at the moment. It's not yet bound or anything like that. I'm just in the process of making it, but it's kind of like a black and white theme, and it's perfect size for this journal. So that's going to live somewhere here at the front, and then when whoever is using this journal goes to write in it, they can use this board and use it under the pages that they're writing on, just like that. and it goes with the whole overall look of the journal. And on this one here, I've added a charm on the side here, and I think this isn't for this journal, but when it's sitting in your journal, it adds another little element. You can always find it. It just looks so beautiful. And these are, I actually have a tutorial on making these fabric beads. I'm going to link that down below, and I'm going to show you the backs of these. So you can see at the back, I didn't embellish. It's just the washi tapes that I used. And the way that I did this, it's pretty self-explanatory now, but I just use a piece of paper like this, and then I stuck down my washi tapes in a straight line, one after the other, as you can see, just like that. I have some sort of a pattern going, so this one goes after this one, you can see it here. This one goes after this one, and then I turn it around, and I use the same pattern. You can see I've used the same pattern on this side, and then I put my washi tape down, and then I did a little bit of embellishing. I added a piece of paper, a book page, and a sticker, and I put it through my laminator. So I think for this one, you really need to have a laminator because it seals that washi tape in place. That washi tape is not going anywhere. You can do it without the laminating machine. You would just need to use some stronger type of paper, like cardstock, so that that writing board is quite strong. That's what you want. And you have to make sure that that washi tape is glued down. So simply gluing the washi tape on the paper is not going to do the job, because that washi tape will start to peel off. So you have to use maybe a glue stick or something like that to make sure that that washi tape doesn't go anywhere with use. But I think laminating, of course, gives it more of a, I don't know, it gives it more of a special feel. And you know that washi tape is not going anywhere. It's not going to start to peel off. I'll show you this one here. I did piece of paper, a book page, and a little die cut that I had in my stash, and then I added this charm. Makes it look really, really special. I love it. So following a similar type of principle, the idea number 3 is washi tape bookmarks. So let's go with these ones first, because they're similar to the ones that I've just shown you. This, I wouldn't use it as a backing board because it's too small, but I would use it as, say for example, I'm writing in my journal and this is where I stop and it's my bookmark, and I have this little charm here as well, which makes it a little bit more special, and that can just be moved around, you know, as I need to. I can use it for my books that I'm reading, that sort of thing. And these ones, I've done the same thing. I have added, look at how beautiful this washi tape is. I've added the washi tape on the back as well, just to make it a little bit more special. But I didn't do that for all of them. Like for example, these ones, I just left a blank at the back, and I just have this. This is an Alice in Wonderland washi tape. So I've just used washi tapes on the front of the bookmark, but not on the back. That one as well, that one as well, and then these ones, this one here, I've used washi tape on the back. So you can play around with that sort of thing. And you can see I was using washi tapes that go together. And then over here, this is just a poem that I cut out from a book, so I used that to decorate this bookmark. This is a washi tape. It's this washi tape here, so it looks white, but once I put it on this beige sort of type of paper, that beige color comes through. Anything that's underneath will come through a little bit. And basically I just put the washi tape on my cardstock or that thicker type of paper that I used. This one here, just put the washi tape down on both sides, and then I cut it down, and then I laminated it, of course. And I'll just show you this one here. This is the Alice in Wonderland. I mean, have a look at how beautiful this washi tape is. Really, any way that you use this washi tape is going to look beautiful. The more beautiful the washi tape, of course, the more beautiful the end project is. So these ones I've cut into a sort of a tag shape, and I added some gold ribbon up the top. And that, of course, you know, if you use it in a journal, sticks out like this. Beautiful. This one here, again, I used an image from a book, and this one's done on both sides. And I think it just looks so beautiful and finished when there's something like a focal point or something happening on the bookmark. And I also wanted to show you this one. What I did with this one here, you can see the uneven edges. So most of the projects that I've done, I've just simply glued the washi tape down. So it's got the straight edges, right? This one here, I changed it up a little bit. So I was actually ripping the washi tape in half to give me this. I'll show you the bottom here. to give me this sort of uneven edge, and I was also inking those edges as well, just to make it look a little bit more special, I guess. And this is just a sticker, and I put it through my laminator as well. So once again, if you don't have a laminator, you most definitely can still make washi tape bookmarks, but you would really need to secure that washi tape down. Laminators are really not that expensive, and they're so versatile. Like, you can do so many things with them. I'll show you later on when I'm showing you some of the other projects. You will see some other ideas as well. All right, idea number 4 is journal covers or cards. Let me show you. So once again, this is a laminated project. I promise not all of them need the laminator, but what I did here, I made a journal, and this is my cover. I'll just show you. I laminated this as well. This is a little pocket, but it can be kind of removed. I don't know. I just was playing around with an idea that lives there. And this is my journal, right? So the cover, what I did is I used 2 different washi tapes. This one I ripped up, so it's an uneven edge. And then I just placed a piece of paper here. So it gives the illusion that the whole of the underneath is covered in washi tape or some type of a background, but actually I just used 2 strips of washi tape like this, top and bottom, and then covered it with some tea dyed paper, and then I embellished. I have this little picture here and a book page, and that's my journal cover. And then inside, I mean, I'm not, you know, entirely happy with how this turned out on the inside, but I used washi tape all around the edges as well, here and at the back. And then this little one here, exactly the same thing. So the washi tape that I used for this one here came in a little bundle like this, and that's this washi tape. So basically I just took a narrow piece, you can see how big that piece was, just like this, and I applied 2 strips of washi tape top and bottom, and then over the top I applied the ripped piece of tea dyed paper to give the illusion that, you know, that whole background is the washi tape, right? And you can do the same thing with cards. It doesn't have to be laminated. If you're making a little card, for example, you can use that washi tape top and bottom and then cover it with a strip of paper in the middle. Put your little something there, your greeting or your focal point, and you're done. So this is just a little mini journal that I made, a little naked mini journal, and I laminated it because I want the covers to be stronger than just, you know, a little bit of paper. And by laminating it, of course, I also ensured that that washi tape is not going to peel off. And it's really as simple as that. And then I added this little closure here, just like that. It can be closed or it can be left open, you know, and I can go ahead and I can embellish this journal. And same with this one, I'm using a little closure up the top. Just this, I think it's called a skeleton bulldog clip, just to keep it closed. And there we go. Okay, idea number 5, hinging pages. So you can use this hinging process in a lot of different ways, and I will mention them all, maybe not all, but let's see how we go. All right, I made this journal on camera. I will link that video down below if you wanted to have a look. And all I did here is use washi tape to put all of my pages together, and I made this gatefold journal. So you can see washi tape is holding everything together, and this journal opens up this way and that, right? And it's all held in, there's no binding involved, it's just washi tape that's holding everything in. So that's one way you can hinge the pages. You can make a little journal just hinging the pages like this, depending on, you know, what type of journal you're going for. If you wanted to have a look at this, I will link it below. You can see this little paper bag is held on by the washi tapes, right? I just glued it on with the washi tapes. Another way you can hinge pages, and I've spoken about this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repetitive here, but let's say you have 2 pages that are directional, so they're going this way. You can't really put them into a journal like this. You can, of course you can, I've done it before, but let's say you want to keep that whole image and you want to put these pages into your journal. So you can simply put them together like this, and then grab your washi tape. This is just another little bundle that I have here, so you can use a narrow washi tape like this or a wide one, whatever you have on hand, and you apply your washi tape right there in the middle to hold your pages together. I would probably do it on both sides, so I would do it on the other side, turn it over, apply washi tape here, and then you have one page, right, that you can then fold in half like this and bind into your journal. Or let's say you have a journal that's already done, or you have a card. Let's say this is a greeting card that you want to put into your journal, and you're trying to find a way of how you can do that. And I'm sure you probably already know this, but anyway, let's say I want to put this page right here. I want this page to be part of my journal. So then what I would do is just put it in there, grab my washi tape. But let's say this washi tape, let's count how many times I say washi tape in this video. And you kind of, glue it down into your journal on that side, and then you flip it around and you do it on that side as well. And then you have a page in your journal. And it doesn't even have to be there. You might want to hinge a page into your journal here on the edge of a page. So you would apply your washi tape right there and then flip this inside so it can become like a little flip. There's so many different ways that we can use this hinging process. And this also comes in handy when you're making large journals. So most of the paper that we have is an A4 copy paper, right? And then when you fold it in half, you get this size, and it's too small for your journal. So if you want to have large pages, like for this journal, this is a flow journal. So I'm just using it to demonstrate. This is actually not, the pages are not bound in. And it's a journal I'm kind of working on, right? It's not finished journal. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, let's say I want to make this into a journal, but my pages are too small. I would simply use 2 pages, oh, this one's ripped, but I would use 2 pages together and hinge them with washi tape. You can overlap them and glue them together. You can overlap them and sew them together. Many different ways of hinging, but washi tape is just one way that you can hinge those pages together. And in this journal, I have done this. I have a tutorial on this one as well if you want to have a look. I will link it down below how I did this cheesecloth cover. You may have seen it, but you can see that it's quite a large journal. So I have some A4 size pages in there, and then I have some of these larger pages in there. Let me find one. I know that I've done some hinging in this journal. So you can see on this page, this is just a coloring book. Now these coloring book pages, I love to use them in my journals, but if they're pages like this. It's directional. The flowers are going up. If I fold it, the flowers will be going sideways. Perhaps I don't want that. So what I did is I grabbed 2 of those pages and I hinged them together. And the way that I did these is just with glue, so you can't really see anything there. But that's what I'm saying. You can use washi tape for that. And this would look quite nice if it's some beautiful washi tape that's sticking out here. It would look really nice. Add more beauty and dimension to the project. Like for example, this one here. And I can even rip it in half and have ripped edges, so it's not a straight edge there. And that would look really, really nice in the journal, I think. Okay, number 6 is not my favorite one, but here we go. Paper clips. So there's 2 different types of paper clips that I made. These ones here, I cut my washi tape really narrow. And then I threaded it through the top of my paper clip and stuck them down together. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. So this is a little narrow piece of washi tape. This one's probably a little bit too narrow, but it will do the job for demonstration purposes. And basically I just cut it down and then apply it to my paper clip like this. And they stick down together, and there's my little paper clip. So I don't mind these ones. They're quite cute, these ones. These ones here, I probably wouldn't do this again, truth be told. But these ones I used as you would use a ribbon. These ones are quite fiddly, but I'm going to try and do one on camera so you can see what I mean. Basically, you get a piece of washi tape and you stick it to itself. And you have a piece of washi tape like this, and then you use it as you would a ribbon. You thread it. I mean, it's very fiddly. I definitely won't be doing this again, but it's just a thing that you can do with washi tape. It goes through like this. And then we need to get these tail ends through here. And then pull up carefully so it doesn't rip. And here we go. I have too much on one side, so I might just, I don't know, which way should I go? This way, trim them down. And there's the paper clip. It's not bad, it's cute. I mean, you can just go and use ribbon, but why would you bother? But it can be done, and it looks cute. Now I'll show you these ones, because these ones are my favorite. Probably should have showed you these ones first. So I think it's pretty straightforward what I did here. So let's choose one. I simply put that washi tape onto the paper clip, folded it in on itself, so it's glued together. I didn't have to use any extra glue or anything like that. It's glued together, it's not peeling off. And I just trimmed these ends here, and then this goes into the journal just like this. Adds interest onto the page. I think it looks beautiful. And then of course that's a little, you know, you can tuck things in there. This was just on my desk. Here we go. You know, it looks quite cool. And they're very easy and simple, unlike these ones, which can be a bit of a hit and miss. These ones, you know, you can't go wrong with this. And then I'll show you here, I was playing around. I was using two washi tapes. So I stuck one onto the other and then folded them. I'm going to do one on camera so you can see what I mean. Here as well. Here I used three different ones, three narrow ones on that paper clip. Here I used some tea-dyed paper first. So I stuck some washi tape onto tea-dyed paper first, and then I glued it together on that paper clip. Same with this one here, and I think this is my favorite way to do it, but I'll show you how you can do one like this. So I have my paper clip. This is that larger size, I don't know, 2 inches maybe. And then I grab my washi tape. This one has the backing on it, but oh no. All right, so I'm gonna just cut off how much I need. Because this washi tape has backing on it, I could just fold it, but if it didn't have the backing on it, you just get how much you need. This is just approximate, I don't even know. This piece is about 4.5 inches. You can have longer ones, you can have shorter ones. I don't know, do I have any short ones? So it just really, you know, depends. All right, here we go. I'm gonna peel that backing off because not all washi tapes have that backing on them. So we're starting with washi tape like this, sticky washi tape. And then I wanna get it onto my paper clip. So I'm gonna move this out of the way and get that in there. I'm going to go about maybe halfway off the washi tape and position it where I want it, just like that. And then now I'm going to fold it in on itself. Okay, so that worked quite well, but sometimes you may not be able to get it perfect on the side. So you just trim off whatever, if there's any sticky bit showing, you just trim it off. It's no big deal. And then let's just cut that off, cut in here. And there we go, and we have that tail end happening there, and there's the paper clip. I quite like this. Great way to use up washi tape and add interest to your planners, your journals, or whatever it is that you're making. All right, let's move on. I was just looking at these pieces and thinking you can even use them as little corners on a page. That's not part of my 10 ideas, but it would work. Idea number 7 is pockets on a page, and I have many examples to show you. So this is my little makeshift journal. It's not actually bound because I'm going to use these individual pages in my journals when I make them, but I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So you can see here, this is a pocket on a page that I've made from washi tape, and I just glued some washi tape down. This is not laminated, and I didn't use any glue because I actually sewed around each piece. If I wasn't going to sew around the pieces, I would probably add a little bit of glue before sticking the washi tape down. And it's just pockets like this, right? And I mean, you can of course do this with just scrapbook paper, but it's just ideas. Here I've done corner pockets, and this is another idea that you can use. If you have a laminator, you can laminate your flowers. In this case, I just laminated a leaf that I found on my walk and some book page little sentences. But back to the pockets, and here I've done the same thing here. You can see this pocket here, just some washi tape. I put washi tape on a large strip of paper, and then I cut them down to make these corner pockets. So there's different types of pockets. You can see here, this is the same as the first one that I showed you. It's just different washi tape, 3 washi tapes. Made that pocket. So I've done my sewing around first, and then I glued the pocket down. And then here, this is a side pocket over here. I made a little journaling spot from a book page, Reader's Digest. And then here you can see I've used 2 different washi tapes, one of this wide one in the middle, and then 2 narrow ones on the sides. And I've done the stitching here, I've done mainly for decorative purposes, and I made that side pocket there and glued it down. Here I've used that Alice in Wonderland washi tape, and even here it says Alice in Wonderland. So it's 2 different washi tapes. that I've put together, and I have some matching tags to kind of go with that look, just like that. These pockets here are pretty much the same as this large one here. I just didn't cover the whole sides. You can see smaller pockets, and they're just two different washi tapes. This one, once again, same thing. I just love these pockets. Two different types of washi tapes. I have this narrow one in the middle here and down the bottom, and then the wider ones here. And I have some tags in there. This is just from scrapbook paper. Over here, I've done the corner ones again. Just use different color thread. The thread kind of gives a different effect. I have some zigzag stitching and some straight stitching. So all of these little elements add a different type of a feel to a project. And then this last one here is a floating pocket. And you can see the washi tapes. There's 4 different washi tapes, but they're going that way. And I just trimmed them down. This might have even been a leftover piece from some of the other projects that I was doing. And I have little things in there. So this is a floating pocket. It can be moved around the journal. Really cute. And I've just sewn that straight onto that pocket. I mean the cardstock. Whereas these ones here, you can see there's no sewing on this side because I actually used my sewing machine first and then I glued the sides down. I think this one is my favorite. All right, let's move along. Idea number 8 is belly bands. So this is probably the simplest, the quickest, and the easiest idea of them all. Basically, I have a piece of paper. It's not cardstock, it's just paper, and I glued the washi tape onto the paper so you can see the edges of the paper and you can see the washi tape. And then when I'm ready to use this in my journal, I use it as a belly band. I'll show you. So let's say I'm working in this journal that I'm currently making. All right, let's say this page here. I can get my simple and easy washi tape belly band. Oh, but look at the washi tape, how beautiful. And then I would glue it right in the middle of the page. So this one is, oh, it actually fits perfectly. I might, trim it down if it's too long or whatever. I glue the top and the bottom down, and that becomes a belly band. So just as an example, I probably wouldn't use this one because it would be covering, the faces, but, this is what a belly band is. It holds pieces of ephemera in your journal. So I think belly bands are really good to use on pages that cannot be written on. So this is really good writing space here. Perhaps I wouldn't want to cover this. Maybe a page like this. I can't really journal on this page, so I can have a little belly band here. I would have to trim the excess off, and that becomes, it gives me something to do with this page. Even better to use on book pages. I'm not sure if I have any book pages here. This is a poem here, so I wouldn't want to cover it, but let's say it's just a random book page. Doesn't mean anything, just random writing. I can have my belly band on a page like that. If you have a book page like this, let's say in your journal, I know that we use a lot of these book pages. I mean, we can utilize the book pages in many different ways in a journal, but having a belly band gives them some sort of a purpose. You can't really write on them, so, you might as well have a little belly band on there and stick some beautiful things in there. Envelopes, even just pages that, that you can write on. More writing space, right? So I have a few made here ready to go when I'm making journals. It's always nice to have things ready to go when you're making journals, so you can just go in. This one looks really good on a book page. You can just go in, glue it down, and you have a little tuck spot in your journal. Okay, idea number 9 is using washi tape as part of your collage. This is my latest video. If you haven't seen it, I will link it down below. But you can see here, this is a video that I did collage formula. So I use a specific type of formula to create these collages. But for this video, I'm just going to point out, you can see here that I've used washi tape as part of my collage, especially the washi tape that has this gold accent. It just adds so much to a collage. You can see this one here, I have some washi tape in there. Most of them I've used some elements of washi tape. Some of them go off the page, like this one here, you can see at the back. They go right off the page, here and here. Here I've ripped some washi tape. Over here I just ripped little pieces of washi tape, used it on there. Same as this one here, just a bit of washi tape down the bottom. And I think you get the idea. Again, here, washi tape down the bottom. And over here as well, this one's going off the page. So for this one here, you can see the little pieces, and this one as well, the little pieces of washi tape. I have this wide washi tape. It's kind of like a travel theme, I guess. It's a map, right? And I just rip little pieces. I rip into it. I don't have to use this whole wide washi tape. It will be a nice washi tape for a pocket on a page, like the ones I've shown you before. But you can also rip into them. You can use these little narrow ones as well to add a little bit of something to your collage. You get the idea. Idea number 10, the last idea for this video, is shapes or die cuts. This is not an exhaustive list. There's many more things you can do with washi tape. This is just 10 ideas. There's plenty more, right? Okay, let me show you what I mean. Let's start with this if you don't have a die cut machine. I did this many years ago. I just found it in my stash and I thought I'm going to include this in the video. Basically, I don't even have any of these washi tapes left. I just glued some washi tape down onto paper and then I cut out a heart shape. Pretty simple, right? You can do different shapes. You can do an owl, for example. Like you can print out an image of an owl, glue washi tape over the top, cut it out, and you have that image. I'm saying owl because I remember seeing a project like that years ago. Okay, now these shapes were all done on my die cut machine, which is the Sizzix, I think. That's the one that I have. And if you have a die cut machine and all these different dies, you can go absolutely crazy with this thing, right? So all I did, pretty self-explanatory, I just glued some washi tape down onto paper and then I put it through my machine using my die. So this was a tag die and I have all different sizes, so I was using all different washi tapes, right? And I just glued, these washi tapes are very good quality, so I didn't actually use any glue. I just put those washi tapes down on some this is some type of a cardstock and put it through my machine. Then there's flowers. Look at this, how cool does that look? There's a little key over here. Then I have some circles. Oh, you can see two different types of washi tape here. There's a bit of this washi tape sticking out. Some more tags. Look at this. That's pretty cool. Some more tags. So when you see the washi tape like this was a little bundle. You know, there's like, what do you do with it, right? Apart from some accents on a page and stuff like that. But then when you make a tag, and they're all, because they were in a bundle, they all go really well together. And you can make all sorts of different projects. Like here, look at this one here. This can go on a journal cover. Imagine that's my journal. You know, looks quite nice. You can see these ones here. I've used the same washi tapes for all of these. If you don't have a die cut machine or dies and that sort of thing, you can just cut them out by hand, right? You can cut little tags out by hand. Perhaps not with this pretty edge, but let's take something like this, for example. You put all of your washi tape down and you cut the corners off and you have a little tag, right? Especially if you have some journaling cards and things like that that are not very pretty, or the color doesn't go with your color scheme in your journal, you can cover it up with washi tape. And can I just say, with these hats, I have done these hats many years ago and I didn't use glue, and that washi tape is still stuck down. And this isn't, you know, very good washi tape, like very good quality washi tape, and it's not going anywhere, which is, you know, good to know. I'll probably ink the edges on these hats a little bit. We have washi tape charms, backing pages for writing, washi tape bookmarks, journal covers, hinging pages, paper clips, pockets on a page, belly bands, collage, and shapes and die cuts. If I had to choose a favorite, I would have to say the washi tape charms, I think, are my favorite, as well as the backing boards for writing. I love these, especially this one with the charm on the side. My least favorite is the paper clips, especially these fiddly ones. But I do like these ones, so they can stay. We'll keep you. I do also quite like these bookmarks as well. I do like them, I do. You can have all of these different projects in one journal and they will all be cohesive because you're using the same washi tapes. Just as an example, these are all the same washi tapes that I used here. I have the charm using that washi tape, a tag using that same washi tapes. I have a little paper clip, I have a bookmark. You can see the washi tapes, you know, same. Another paper clip using that same washi tape, a belly band, looks better on a different background like this, and a little collage piece over here. So that's another good thing. You can have a nice cohesive piece of work using the same washi tape but making different things with it. Please leave me a comment down below. Which one of these ideas is your favorite? Which one have you done before? And also, if you can, give me some more ideas. How do you use washi tape that I haven't mentioned in this video? I'm going to put this up now if you would like to take a screenshot, or if you want to write them down if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!